Hey guys, Carlos here. So I've been working with Chef for many years, and I wanted to create these tutorials for helping people to get started with the framework. And these tutorials, we are going to create we are going to deploy a Symfony 4 app into a server in AWS using Chef. So let's get started. So what is Chef? Chef is a configuration management framework. In this context, configuration management is a group of practices to manage the assets of your infrastructure, like, for example, hardware, software, and all the information related to that. Other popular configuration management tools are, for example, Puppet and Ansible. In simple words, Chef allows you to set up a server using code. Why is Chef? Chef provides consistency between environments. If you use Chef, all your different servers in your infrastructure and including your local environment will be consistent. So bugs will be easier to reproduce and less likely to get to production. Automation. With Chef, setting up a local environment can take minutes, no hours or days, like happens sometimes. Um, if you use a cloud service like AWS, you should be aware that instances are disposable. Sometimes they fail, and your only option is to basically recreate the server or the instance. So Chess is very handy in these cases. Infrastructure as code. With using something like Chef, basically all your infrastructure can have the same qualities of your application. So it can be versionable using something like Git. It can be testable, and it can be reusable, obviously. Also, Chef is used by many big companies, including Facebook, Airbnb, and Mozilla. So Chef is made with Ruby. I didn't have much experience with Ruby when I started working with Chef, but it's not really required. You basically can understand the code easily. The code that is used in Chef is called domain specific language. So it's basically like a subset of Ruby. So yeah, basically you don't need a lot of experience with Ruby to start working with Chef. Only the basics will be helpful. Some basic terms that I think are very important when you start working with Chef. Um, for the first one is a Chef node. A Chef node is, in simple words, a server. Chef can manage many different things, including physical hardware, but most of the time you will be working with virtual machines or cloud servers. So it's very important that you keep in mind that when when Chef node is mentioned, it's basically just a server. A Chef workstation. A Chef workstation is simply your computer, the machine you use to code, to manage your cookbooks and interact with the shared server. So basically, is the laptop or the desktop computer you use to you install your Chef DK. So the Chef server is the control center of the Chef ecosystem. Is basically where everything is stored, all the code, all the different things that are required by Chef to configure all the different nodes. We'll see more of that later. Chef Solo is a tool that allows us to provision a machine without connecting to a Chef server. This is the preferred tool to use when you are working with local environments, for example, using something like Vagrant or virtual machines. Some people even use Chef Solo to provision their servers, but that could be an option if you have a very small infrastructure and you don't care much about having a Chef server. Chef Zero. Chef Zero is a version of the Chef server that runs in memory, so it's not persistent. It's basically used only for testing the Chef code, and it just simulates a real Chef server. In the next video, we'll set up our Chef workstation. So we'll install the Chef development kit and all the different tools that we will use for these tutorials. So if you are interested, please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.